Hey, what up, everybody? It's Moss coming to you with another standard video. And today we are playing Mono Red. We're playing a slight iteration on Quintanoli's Mono Red list that did really well in Worlds. Instead of playing the Hired Claw for budget reasons, we're playing Boltwave, which honestly feels like a really good inclusion in this deck just because it is an unconditional 3 damage spell that goes right to our opponent's face. Absolutely cracked when you think about the fact that this replaces Lava Spike in every single format that it's legal in. The fact that it's in standard, huge. And when we get to pair it with threats like Monastery Mentor, with Emberheart Challenger that are fantastic prowess threats, it works out really, really well. Since this is basically the mono red deck, it's also running all the other expected red things. Burst Lightning out of Foundation's great removal spell replaces Shock. You've got Heartfire Hero, gets bigger, especially when you target it with stuff like the Rockface Village and Monstrous Rage, and Manifold Mouse. Alright, Manifold Mouse triggers Valiant. You can make an offspring of it. Pretty sick. One of the things that I think is going to be really important in this standard format is having a number of ways to remove your opponent's creatures. Lightning Strike is basically an unconditional way to do that to almost every single creature in the format. So, we're running a couple copies of it here. And, obviously, Screaming Nemesis really ties the room together as far as a burn deck goes, gives you an upper limit to the curve, and it helps you kind of deal with all of your opponent's stuff. Stops them from gaining life when you take damage. Witchstalker Frenzy, good 5 mana or 5 damage burn spell to any creature, or pair it with the Screaming Nemesis and other creatures that you've hopefully cast on curve to just deal your opponent 8 damage out of nowhere. Mana base, 21 lands, 17 mountains, 4 of these, simple. Sideboard, a lot of the basic stuff that you would be expecting. Urabrask Forge for the mid-range matchup, Scorching Shot for Sheoldred, big things. Obliterating Bolt to take out most of the problematic stuff. Torch the Tower to deal with the mono-red mirror, any low to the ground creatures. Lithomantic Barrage to deal with the reanimated threats. Ghost Vacuum to take out graveyards, and an extra copy of Obliterating Bolt and Witchstalker's Frenzy because you need to take out those big creatures. Could some of these things be a Twisted Fealty? It absolutely could, but another 3 mana spell is definitely harder to justify, even though it does trigger Valiant pretty well. But that's everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Comment, tell me what I should play, click the bell icon, do all the cringy YouTuber things for the engagement, and I'll see you guys in match number 1. Alright, match number 1, and we're going to be on the draw with what honestly is kind of a banger of a hand, and we're playing the Mirror. Okay, so Taylor has to die. Just no two ifs, ands, or buts about it. Taylor has to go. Okay. Let's play Heartfire Hero. And let's honestly say go. Our opponent doesn't get rid of it, which is huge. Alright. Let's go ahead and play our own Taylor. Let's play land. We'll swing. Just get in for 2. Okay. So we can't save it, unfortunately. So we're going to let that happen. Okay. So we're gonna hopefully kill this here. Okay, they burst lightning our thing. Take 1. We kill their thing. And 17 all is wild. But we're kind of winning on the card advantage side. Okay. Now we just have mono removal. Okay, they have more cards than us. Alright. Let's pump it. Okay. Can we save it? Not really. So it's dead. Alright. Opponent's got 1 card in hand. Definitely wonder what they've got. Okay. Well, we take 1. Oh, opponent just had that. Alright, we might be able to get there. It's going to be crazy. We can pull it off. Alright. And opponent scoops it up. That's what's up. Alright, that is a very intense mirror match. Alright, so bring in the 4, torch the towers, and this is just kind of an easy switch out for the Boltwaves, and say go. Alright. Like this hand, definitely does a lot of stuff, doesn't have removal, which is where it falls apart. And it's definitely falling apart. Yeah, no blocks. Manifold Mouse. Are you going to blow 2 removal spells? No, just 1. Okay. Maybe it would have made more sense for us to just go all in on playing just 2 creatures. I think we do need to go for... I mean... Let's do it like this and just swing with both of those. We'll block Screaming Nemesis. We are not blocking Screaming Nemesis. Oh, we are dead. Yeah. We are not living. Okay. That was not even close for us. Honestly, I think we just run it back. Yeah. Just run it back. Good first game into a game 2 that wasn't even close. Okay. So game 3 could be interesting. Start with the Rockface. Okay, opponent is playing the Hired Claw, which is probably the better card anyway. Obliterating Bolt. About what I would expect. We, however, have the curve. An opponent has Mono Hired Claws. Alright, so we're going to just swing. I think we need to go for the Lightning Strike, and opponent scoops it up in response to that. Alright, we take those. See you guys in match number 2. Alright, match number 2, and we're going to be on the play with a pretty good hand, all things considered. I think we're going to start with just a Rockface Village into a Heartfire, and then maybe go double 1-drop. Yeah, double 1-drop feels way better than anything else we could be doing this turn. Because next turn we can go Manifold Mouse into Witchstalker, and opponent just scoops it up there. Okay, so opponent just played a singular red source, or a red-black source, and then did nothing else that game. So I'm going to operate on them being the red-black Reanimator deck. Going to take out these Witchstalker Frenzies and bring in 3 Forge and a Ghost Vacuum. Seems like the reasonable thing to do. Because, like, everything they bring in will be outside of the range of Witchstalker's Frenzy. And Ghost Vacuum is the best target to just destroy their graveyard. Gotta love their name, though, because, again, best, like, Chance the Rapper, like, album, mixtape, project, whatever you want to call it. Acid Rap was phenomenal. Okay. So, game number 2. We're going to be on the draw. Okay. So, if we hit 3rd land, this feels fine. I mean, yeah, we'll Boltwave. Hit them for 3. They're Jund? Are they just Jund tokens? I mean, we'll give it double strike. As if we're going to use that, but still. Okay. I saw my teammate playing against this at an RCQ this weekend. So, give it double strike. Okay. And get in with the Monstrous Rage. Opponent is down to 10. Audience with Tristani. An opponent's got 3 mana? Huh. This actually feels like a really interesting deck right now. Alright. Screaming Nemesis. And double strike. We hit the... If we can hit another land, we can't just kill them. But do we die this turn? Is the question. Oh, that is going to be such an interesting question. Do we die this turn? Oh, they Storm Splitter. Oh, we might be dying. Oh, we might be dying. Come on, opponent. Please brick. Please brick. Oh no. We might be dying. Highway robbery. Oh, yikes. Oh no. We might be dying. Okay, they played another Insidious Roots. Oh. We might have gotten there. Okay. So, it's definitely a double strike this creature. Okay. It's so bad, but like Screaming Nemesis? Oh. Okay, opponent has definitely dug through a chunk of their deck. Like they are way deeper than we are. So I think their chances of bricking are significantly less than ours. Okay. I don't hate the Shelly line. Oh, they beseech. Can they beseech and go off? I think they can. Audience with Tristani gets them a bunch of cards. Can they do it again? Okay. Double strike. Alright. I mean, listen. Ghost Vacuum is definitely a card. Oh, man. The audience with Tristani and Sheoldred was a big line for our opponent. Alright, they're digging more. Discarding, drawing two. I mean, they're just churning through their deck. And the thing is, I think they... Okay, they drew three. Do they have the ability to just kill us here? Like, I'm struggling right now to just keep my head above water. But I don't know if they got us here. They're looking at their hand. They play a land. They could beseech for a Shelly. They're going into the tank. Okay, we like that. Unfortunate accident. Okay. They make a mercenary? I mean, sure. Sack one of your torches to get rid of our Manifold Mouse? Sure. let's not exiling anything out of your yard. We will, however, exile out of ours. Okay. Let's do this. So they have to put a counter on their plant. Intentionally dealing a damage to our Screaming Nemesis. So we can send a damage upstairs. Ooh. And dealing 2 more. And then that puts them within lethal range. Holy crap. Opponent took the bait and we somehow got there in this matchup. Alright, like that for us. I'll see you guys in match number 3. Alright, match number 3, and we're going to be on the play with a hand that is A-OK. Keep that. Ooh, and our opponent's mulliganing a good bit. Pretty sure they snapped off 2 mulligans back to back. Okay. So that probably bodes really well for us. And I mean, just Heartfire into Emberheart. Ooh, and their Dimir. Okay, Undercity Sewers. They're Dimir. But they're weird. Evangel of Synthesis? I mean, we'll just crack in with that. And like, maybe we should have swung in with more than that. Sure, they just give it Menace, which is good for a turn. Temple of Deceit? Are you just Dimir Reanimator? I have so many questions, opponent. But unfortunately, none that I'll actually get the time to find any answers to, because I'm pretty sure you're just dead. Yeah. You should just be dead here, opponent. Womp, womp. Okay. So, Dimir Reanimator? I mean, Obliterating Bolt and Ghost Vacuum come in for sure. Witchstalker's Frenzy seems like a possibility. Boltwave isn't impacting the board in any significant way. So maybe we'll do those all out and bring in an extra copy of Witchstalker's Frenzy, because it does adequately deal with everything in their deck. And it doesn't really seem like they were paying a whole lot of attention to our board. Okay. I mean, I feel like we have to keep this hand. So it's like... Sure. If you have a removal spell, are you going to target the mouse with it? Like, cut down is the easiest thing to just hit us with right there. Okay. Overlord of the Balemerc. Okay, so they're Dimir Oculus, Dimir Eye, Demirin the Aki way. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and just bang in with the Screaming Nemesis. If we hit land, we get to go hit their Abyssal Harvester, but they're not doing that. Yeah, let's crash in. Okay. Oh, they're going to zombify something. No. Interesting. So, opponent does this. I mean, we're just going to swing in and before blocks, kill that. And cool, you have an Evangel. Another Undercity Sewer. Okay, you play a Harvester. Would love a land. Let's give this double strike. Okay. Well, now it's like we don't necessarily want our creature to go away, but we don't want you to have anything either. So it's gotta be that way. You don't think it does, but it do. But it do. Let's give this double strike. Does it matter if it has double strike? Not really. Okay. Just needed you to do that. We don't actually care that you have that. Okay, so you anoint that, and that's fine. Opponent hasn't shown us a Zombify or any other Reanimator spell. We spoke too soon. We spoke entirely too soon. now we're out of cards entirely. And truth be told, I don't want to attack at this point. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and scoop that one up there. Alright, so now I think the question is, what do we want to bring in? Like, we've got basically everything. Witchstalker Frenzy is really good for hitting their stuff. Obliterating Bolt is cool, but I don't know if it's too slow. Forge could be a really good card. And you know what? I think the fourth Witchstalker might be just a wee bit too much. But I think everything else can stay. Okay, we're going to be on the play. Hand curves out extremely well. So we go Heartfire into Manifold Mouse into Emberheart Challenger with a potential Witchstalker Frenzy on 3. And then, yeah. This is almost everything we could ask for. I'm going to go with the Rockface Village over the mountain, just so we have the ability to target one of our creatures with something. If they go for an Evangel here, it is what it is. Now, let's go ahead and play this out. Let's give this one double strike, because they have to deal with it. Okay. I think they were going to kill whichever one we targeted. Okay, Evangel's pretty good. Evangel Holyfield, if you will. Whew, alright, tap land. Tap land is huge. Give me... We like it. We love it. Let's go ahead and just play out another Emberheart. We will give this one double strike. We will swing with the team. That's 9. And here's this. If they have anything. Which I don't think our opponent does. Do they have another blocker? Nope, opponent scoops it up. Let's go. Alright, see you guys in match number 4. Alright, match number 4, and we're going to be on the draw, and oh, this is such a good hand, and I really feel greedy. I think we should keep it. Okay, it's a mirror match. I think we're going to pass here. Okay, opponent passes 2. We're kind of cool with that. Let's go. Let's go with a Heartfire Hero. And if they go for a kill spell, we're going to save it. Except we don't actually save it. But we deal 5 to their face. Can't complain about that. Soulstone Sanctuary. This got reprinted in Foundations? Oh. Oh. Okay. Well. I mean... Listen, who am I to just say that anything might be crazy? Alright. Opponent. Why? Alright. Opponent. Come on. You're gonna do that and gain 4, and I really don't like that for us. Yeah, you have to do that here. Okay, gain your 4 life. I mean... Yeah? Okay, offspring that? I mean, they've got the mana to just big Chandra? Yeah, we absolutely go to the face, and then you just burst lightning this opponent? You're dead? Is this mono red control? Is this big red? Okay, so I truthfully do not know. We don't bring in the ghost vacuum. That's us misclicking. We take out the Witchstalker's Frenzies. And we run it? This deck has us asking some questions. Okay. Heartfire into Challenger into Screaming Nemesis. We may honestly just go into Swifty. Dog, is this even fair? I mean, like, hit us. Okay. You gotta kill this. Take 4 damage? I'm so... Okay. Okay, opponent's just scrying. We might kill them this turn. Okay, so let's just play this. Boltwave. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. Sick. I will see you guys in the wrap-up. So, what do we think about this mono red deck in Standard? And we went a crazy, like, 4-0 sweep in our ladder matches, and the deck felt insane. Now, admittedly, we didn't play that much of like the meta shenanigans. We played against a big red deck. We played against a Demir Eye list, and then a couple other things. But like this deck feels insane with the right draws. Now, obviously, in paper, you don't want to run the Bolt Waves in mono red. You want to run the hired claws. But Boltwave felt really, really strong. And obviously, mono red isn't the deck where it shines. It shines more in the burn deck. But there's almost an argument towards running it just because it's an unconditional, like, 3 mana burn spell. With all the burn that we have in this deck, we've got just 24 alone between our 3 damage burn spells and then another 8. So we've got 32 points of burn main board, and that's not even looking at the Screaming Nemesis lines or the kick off of the Burst Lightning. It definitely feels really good. And again, there are these like corner cases where, yeah, Hired Claw is better because it's guaranteed damage. If it swings in, your opponent has to basically take it. The creature draws out of this deck feel insane. But there's definitely some logic to running Boltwave. But obviously, a really hot deck for you to take to your RCQs this season. Really good for your FNMs, your standard challenges, whatever. But that's everything. I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like, share, comment, do whatever. Help me boost this engagement so we can boost this channel. And who knows, maybe if I get to like 75 subscribers soon, I'll do a pretty big giveaway or something. But that's everything. Peace.